How y'all doing out there? Coming to you today with some perspective. We're here on the afternoon of the evening, or the mid-afternoon, I guess to say, of the fourth day of the juicing fast. If you haven't tapped in, come on and join us. We'd love to have you over here with the tribe as we go ahead and juice to live. All right. Tap in, tap in, tap in. I'm looking. Peace and love, peace and love. Thank you for the likes. I'm here. Give me one moment. I'll be on the camera in just a moment. I'm coming to you with perspective. Peace and love. Hey, boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka. Yes, yes. Let's see here, y'all. Give me a second. I wanted to... All right, y'all. I know y'all can't see me. I'm here. Peace and love, peace and love. What it say? Hey everyone, it's Boss Dog. What up everyone? I miss you. Okay, y'all, so I'm whatever reason I'm on this iPad and my things are disappearing. They're disappearing. Peace and love. Thank you for tapping in, and thank you for letting me know you couldn't see me. However, I am here trying to engage in getting my information up here, because peace and love, Lily. And I hope I don't miss y'all, because they disappearing as soon as the thing pop up on the screen. Let me see. Tap chat, live chats. Okay. See messages such as potential spam may not be visible. All messages are visible. Oh yeah, there we go. All messages are visible. I didn't even know you could do that. Hey, there we go. Peace and love, peace and love. Okay, y'all, so it's enough of y'all in here. Double tap and like the screen, and we're gonna go ahead and go. So, oh, she said she missed you, Rudy. Rudy, that's so sweet. She said she misses you. That's so cute. All right, so y'all, I'm talking about perspective. And the reason this is coming up, because y'all know I work on the plantation. And people are just reading. They're just making assumptions of what something says based on what they're reading. And perception is huge, even when it comes down to reading, right? What we actually, whether it's reading something, whether it's receiving something, whether it's seeing something, what we perceive can all be different. And the reason it is like that is because of all the confusion that goes on in the world, right? We all have, yes, Buzz Dog, we all have things that cause us to see things differently. And it's by our upbringing, by our exposure, what we're exposed to, the things that we experience. All these things cause us to have different perspectives and how we show up and see things, right? So let me show you this. So I came up with like just general terms just to kind of give you an idea. And this came up because, again, I was on the plantation and it was a well, it wasn't even a miscommunication. It was a perception thing, right? I read something and I read the words for what they are. And then I was told that that's not what that means. So I just had wrote down some things that kind of get perceived in different ways incorrectly, that way. Okay, so this is one of them, right? The first thing was one of the words that we use, and this is also, I'm just going to wrap this around back to, of course, health. Y'all know that. I'm going to come back around, lasso it up, and the first thing is if someone said to you, they didn't show up, one, you're going to go off the tone. They didn't show up. They ain't show up. They ain't even show up. You're going to perceive whatever that means based on the tone and the delivery. But if you just read the words, they didn't show up, what are you going to perceive from that? Will you perceive that they are unreliable? Would you perceive that something urgent prevented them from showing up? Or it wasn't important for them to show up? Or in the more slang terms, in the more slang terms, would it be more like, you ain't have my back, you ain't show up, right? So that kind of thing. So those kind of things is what I'm talking about, like perspective. You see that? You see how many perspectives came from just that one statement? Just one statement. Yes, tone says a lot compared to reading, because you cannot read, you can read only emotions and tone's words. Okay, so yes, I'm asking your opinion too, Boss Dog. So yes, absolutely, Lily. So when you're reading text messages, those things come across, we read it like how we are receiving it, right? Somebody say, why you ain't show up? But they didn't say why you ain't show up. They was like, why you ain't show up? But you read it like, why you ain't show up? This perspective thing is huge. And I'm bringing this to your attention because a lot of times we perceive things in our lives that is not really true. We make up things and create things based on our experiences. Yes, that's why text messages sometimes become misunderstood. Misunderstandings turn ugly, and it happened to me. Absolutely, it happens all the time because, Lily, it happens because we are not taking the time to dissect the whole situation. Instead, we're sitting up here engaging our emotions or how we perceive something, but our perception comes from our experience. So if your experience with that person, they're sending a text message to you, they say a certain thing, you talk to them on the phone all the time, or you communicate with them in person all the time. What happens? You're thinking that the same way that they come across on that, the way they are in person, is the same way that they are in, on that text message. So you interpreting that way, and your perception becomes that. Or if you had an experience that had you be a certain way. So I'm not ignoring messages because I can't see the chat. I don't know why it's not showing me the chat consistently. But that's why it's truly important. I don't text. I need to hear the words and the tone to understand. Right. I hear you. And that's absolutely right. And you got to, because you will have a whole misconception going on based on just your thinking of what somebody else is saying. It's lunchtime. Ain't she pretty? She pretty, ain't she? Cheers. Oh my God. Yes. Okay. Woo, I got a lot of ginger in that boy. Woo. She pretty. This is my favorite color, y'all. I'm doing my thumbnails. All right, so I'll come back here and pull my thumbnail right from here and just throw it right on there. All right, so you like that, didn't you? I know you like that. I know you like that. Rudy laughing at me. Lily talking about cute. Okay. Now the other thing is another one. I did everything I could. Perception, a statement of effort and integrity. I did everything I could. But what if you said, I did everything I could? Or, I did everything I could. All of this, different tones, different receptions of it, right? It's a way to avoid responsibility. Self-comfort of closure. Something that you're doing for yourself. I did everything I could. I can't do no more, so I'm just going to go ahead and do whatever else. These are the times when you realize that stuff is being, these words, I always say words are spells and curses because they can contribute to a lot of confusion. Just like Lily just said, she was in that confusion because she, between a text message. Text messages are the worst, the worst. Or saying to somebody, that's just how I am. What does that mean? What does that mean when somebody say, that's just how I am? What does that even mean? I want y'all to drop in the chat when somebody say, that's just how I am. What that mean to you? What's your perspective? What is that person doing? How are they showing up? What are they doing? Like, that's just who I am. Or they go, that's just who I am. I think this thing is not. There you go. Well, in perspective of that's just who I am, it means that you are authentically accepting yourself and self-acceptance, saying you are who you are and you are how you are. And I just actually overdid that other one that I wrote down earlier. I just added on to it. You are who you are. You are who you are. Or, like a defense mechanism, right? I'm just who I am. Like, I ain't trying to change. I ain't trying to be different. I ain't trying to do this. I ain't trying to do that. Let me see what Lily said. I feel they are avoiding the subject or avoiding being told they are wrong. A lot of times it's a defense mechanism. So they just say they are who they are and they don't care what nobody says. Right. So if that's the case, think about that. People showing, what the world? People showing up. Taylor, peace and love. Welcome in. Welcome in. G Mama, welcome in. All right. So let's say somebody's saying, that's who I am. That's how I am. You know, I ain't finna change for nobody. I'm about to keep doing it the way I do it. I'm about to show up like that because that's who, you know, but that's how they protect their self. That's how they protect themselves from things that they don't want to come in and attack them. So if you try to say to them, because you know, this is what I told you, I'm going to bring it back around to health. If you say to somebody that what you do, right? You tell them, hey, you know what? I'm juice fasting for 7 days and I'm just letting my body rest. I'm trying to get some clarity back. You know, I'm trying to, you know, do better by my health. Cheers to Monique. Cheers to G Mama. Cheers to Taylor. And cheers to you, Rooted. But you're trying to do that, and then they turn around without you even, hey, elevated. they turn around without you even asking or saying something to them. Like, what they gonna do? They gonna be like, I don't do that because that's just who I am. I don't mess around. I don't juice. I don't do none of that. I do what I do. Right? I am how I am. I do what I do because they think it's something wrong or that you're getting or their perception. Um, elevate. I don't know. That's not elevated. That's elevate. Okay. Hey, what's going on? Elevate. He is. All right. Let me get this message here. Uh, that Rooted said. But you have to see what I'm saying right there. In that little snippet of what I just said was, that's just who I am. They use that same excuse in the essence of. Hold on one second. Let me read what Rooted said. When I hear that, there is no improvement or growth stuck in their ways. Okay, so that is true. That see now your perception, Lily's perception, my perception of the person receiving the information to begin with is completely um, different. They're on the defense only because they have a feeling that how you are or what you're doing might be something that you're trying to push upon them. The same thing happens in religion. The same thing happens in exercise. The same thing happens in whatever it is that you do, whatever's going on. People get defensive. Like, I don't roll like that, right? Monique, QT, Boss Dog. All right. It has been a minute. Absolutely. Cheers. So, to move on from that, you say something like, she's always loud. I just said she's always loud. But if I said, she's always loud, or she loud all the time, all of these have different, based on tone, has a different whole, you're going to get a whole different perspective from somewhere. You talking about you the loud one? You the loud one, Lily. Lily the loud one. um, that's annoyed, being annoyed. She's always loud. It's annoyance or judgment. When I was thinking that, I was writing it down like you being annoyed, like you being annoyed by the person. She always loud, but that can also be like she's always loud, like she's trying to get her point across. Or she's confident because she speaks clearly and loudly, right? I see that 1111 at the top, 11 people in the building and 11 likes. I love it. 1111. Let's go ahead and send up some wishes and some manifestations. We are all successful and monetized on YouTube if that's what you choose to be. All right, so I need space. This is a good one, y'all. This is a good one. I need space. I need space. Don't call you annoying. You're not annoying at all. Lily, you're not annoying. Nah, it's 12:12. I love it. I need space. What does that mean? Or I need time. People say, I need space or I need time. What do you need space and time? Let's wrap that back around real quick and get perspective. Perspective on I need space means get out of my way, give me time to process what's going on, leave me alone. Boss Dog say that's what you say before a really bad breakup. You must have had that been said to you before. This is okay, just what I said. Having boundaries. I feel people say that when they need time to be alone. Oh my gosh. I feel people say that when they need time to be alone, they need time to think before they burst out and say something they don't mean. Need to relax the nervous system. Hey, let's go. So when I think about, oh, that was Trish, huh? I thought I was reading both Lily. You know who it is. Homebody Trish. Welcome in, Trish. Welcome in. Ah, the source is in the building. Hey, hey, source, peace and love to you. Welcome in, welcome in. All right, so now, if someone says they need space or they need to be in a different place in a mindset and mind or space, I think when they say they need space, see, this is what I'm saying. Y'all got those perspectives. Did you see how many perspectives are being dropped in the chat? Come on, get this. That's right. Hold on. You know, why did it start doing a voice chat? That's weird. That's so weird. My phone just started voice chatting. It could be a sign like Boss Dog said that I don't want to be on this relationship no more. We getting ready to end this. Give me some space. Let me think about it. But that gives you the opportunity to step back, like Lily said, and look at it, you know, and see what's going on and evaluate what's going on around you. When it comes to health and wellness, when you be like, oh, I need time, I need space, I need time and space to kind of think about if this is the direction I want to go in, guess what? It starts today. Do it today. Cheers. Start your journey today. Whether it's juicing, fasting, health, get out and walk. But whatever it is you're doing, get out and do it today. Do it today. Today. It's getting ready to rain here, so I don't know if you want to get outside and walk, but definitely get out in nature. Oh, see? Look at that light came on. All right? So, because it's getting dark in here, and I want y'all to make sure y'all can see this beautiful skin that's glowing because I'm drinking this juice, y'all. Anyway, back to it. Oh, I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Are you proud of me? Encouragement. Basically, like you can use it like I'm so proud of you, as like a, you know, condescending way. Somebody do something and you be like, I'm so proud of you. Real condescending, you know what I'm saying? So it has different perspectives depending on how it's coming out. I forgive you. That's huge, y'all. So when somebody tells you that they forgive you, what do you think that means? That's huge. What do you think I forgive you means? Y'all gotta come on up here and tell me what y'all think this means. Are you glad you got rid of your ex? What does it mean when someone tells you that they forgive you? Does it depend on who the person is? Does it depend on how the person shows up, how they are? How do we take it when somebody says they forgive you? I forgive you. Source. Yeah, it does depend. So let's say it's, oh, it looks like it's about to storm outside. Let's say it's something that you feel disregarded in to begin with. It's a situation where you feel disregarded. Someone says that they forgive you, or you say that I forgive you. So we're talking about from your perspective. You say that I forgive you. What does that look like? How do you forgive someone? Do you not think about it anymore? Do you not just bring it up anymore? What does it look like? What does it look like? I don't know. For me, I don't think you really can forgive someone in the essence of, because you never really forget anything. You always remember. Your mind will not allow you to shake things off. Even if you do, it's still in your subconscious. So as soon as that thing happens again, boom, guess what? There you go. It's back on the table. Memories brought back, forgiveness thrown out the door, and all of a sudden, what are you doing? You are looking at, you looking at you always the same, using words like you always do this, you always do that. Yeah. I don't care no more. If somebody tell you they don't care no more, and the conversation ain't even about that, how many different ways can that go? Like, you be like, you got to do this, and you got to do that, and you got to do that, and the person just kind of fed up, like, I don't care no more, or I just don't care no more. I'm not triggered anymore. She says she's not triggered anymore. I don't know if she's stating that she's not triggered anymore, or she's stating a statement that comes out as a perception type of statement. But I get her when she says she's not triggered, because I go by what things say. So if you say you don't care no more, and we're talking about our relationship, then you don't care no more. I ain't got to read nothing else into it. I don't need to. But then it's up to me at that point to how I move. Because you only allow things to happen to you because you control you and the other person controls them. You control you and I control me. You can't control me by what you say. You can't control me by what you do. You cannot control me. I got control over me. And if I allow you to say something and it impact me in a certain way, then I got control over you. Best believe it. I got control over you. My feelings are not attached in the way that is low vibrational. I feel you on that. Working on the root chakra. Cheers. You know, excuse me, not allowing things to impact you gives you so much power and strength over yourself. A lot of times we're just emotional because we can't control our emotions because we're imbalanced. And do you know why we're imbalanced? Because of our diet. And I don't let people weaponize my forgiveness. Oh, 100. And because you can't. I mean, it's only what you allow to happen to yourself. If y'all pay attention to what Taylor's saying, she's letting you know that comes from a time in her life that she had to learn. These things wasn't just automatically handed to her, wasn't automatically given to her. You learn over time how to have people show up for you. And what that means is people are going to do and show up for you the way that you allow them to show up and do for you. I look at witchcrafty, okay, hold on. By that I mean just because I forgive you doesn't mean my boundaries were lowered. Exactly. Exactly, sis. Hold on. We are all forgiven of our sins. Okay, hold on. I look, it all is, oh my gosh, it's going on. I look at it as it all is witchcraftery, whether people are, oh my gosh, I'm sorry y'all, I use this stupid, I can't even get it to come up. Oh, you know what? I can pull it up on my phone. I can pull this live up on my phone. Give me a second, y'all. I apologize. Okay, here we go. I can see now. Okay, so the source said it all, I mean, I look, it all is witchcraftery. Whether people know they are doing it or not, we are free, infinite, divine beings. We are love. Okay, so I'm about to tap in on what you said here. Hold on a second, but I'm going to see if there's anything else because I'm going to tap in on that. Right, so when you, okay, so the source feeling what I'm saying. Okay, he picking up what I'm putting down. All right, I got you. All right, so look at this. If if you think about this, we can create anything that we choose to create. When you operate in your higher self, so you know there's um, a divine about you, a divinity about you as an individual, whether you've been told this or not. And when the source says that there's a witchcrafty, I guess is what he was saying, witchcraft. I don't see, I don't like labels, right? So I don't do labels, but if I guess if we had to, I say the universe is going to do what the universe is going to do. Because one thing that's real and that's not, that you can't change, is the universal laws. The way the universe shows up is the way the universe shows up. So whatever you do, you cannot change that thing that you do. You cannot make that thing change because you want to will it to change. There are things called universal laws. The universal laws are what you put out, you get back. What you think, you are. And how you perceive, I'm not perceive, I'm sorry, those perceive is definitely earthly. Um, my gosh, what you put out, you get back. What you think you are, or you create, and the way you communicate is through visualization. These are the only things that actually really happen. If y'all really think about this, it's what happens. How do we create all these things that happen to us? Because we think these things or someone thought them over us. That's why I'm careful about what I deliver to the masses. Because if I'm delivering a message and it's a whole bunch of people putting their thoughts on what my message is and what I say that I'm going to do, and I want to show up and be like, oh, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this. Everybody don't have your best interest at heart. And their thoughts become things. Their thoughts become things. So you have to know that no matter what, even if you feel like their intentions were not necessarily horrible, like I don't think nobody would really think that about, they may not, but they had the thought, and if they put enough energy behind it, they can create that thing, because you don't know the power you have. If you're not tapped in, you don't know the power you have to create. Half of us know the power and don't even utilize it. I know I don't tap in it half as much as I should, but I definitely know I can. You ever sit up there and you think about something and it happens in the very minute, in the drop of a dime? I mean, just like that. Boom, boom. Just that fast. Okay. What QT say? I had to be consistent in what my wants were and not being for anyone. Your wants, your whatever it is you want in your life, you can manifest it. You tap in every day. Whatever you want in your life, you can manifest that to your life. You don't know what it looks like and when it's going to show up and how it's going to be. But I will tell you this. How many times have you been looking to get something that started and do something or whatever, and then it's happening faster than you can actually accumulate to work it through? The reason this is happening is because you weren't ready. But your thoughts manifested this thing, and so now it's here. So what are you going to do? And that's how we miss the boat like 99% of the time. When we missing the boat because we were like, dang, it was right there in front of me, but I wasn't even ready. Perfect example. How many of us hit goals and thought, oh, I'll do this when I get to this goal, I'll probably get there by, you set a time frame, and then all of a sudden it's now. Perfect example right here on YouTube. It's a lot of us YouTubers who was trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and got there before you could blink twice. They was like, oh, wait a minute, hold on, I wasn't ready. It could be overwhelming, anxious, whatever. You could say in your mind that you never even wanted that to happen, but that's not true. You definitely wanted it to happen. It just wasn't going to happen. You didn't know that it was going to happen right now. The same thing when someone, I see Fee Nicola's in here, peace and love, peace and love. And I thought of something as soon as I saw you, Fifi. And peace and love, peace and love. Oh, my journey in here too. Peace and love, sis. Peace and love. And what did the source say? He had imagine we are all creators, gods, goddesses. We are using our thoughts, words, intentions, visions, and actions, whether for our highest or whether for our operating in the lower vibrational level. Okay, so peep that. Look what he just said. That's real talk, brother. That's real talk. So the source is tapping in to, a bigger picture, right? So I can rock with that. I rock with that 100%, y'all. Y'all see how dark it got? Like, it's dark outside. I rock with that. But Fee, so I was saying that, sometimes, and I was getting ready to use this as an example because I was going to say, and I hope Fifi don't think I'm talking about her, because I'm not, because I'm talking about in general, but it is a situation where, we think that, a matter of fact, I won't use that. I'll use this. My cousin, I told this story before. She got a new car, right? This new car she got, every time she get in and somebody get close to it, she go, they better not hit my new car. They better not hit my new car. Constantly. But the only thing she can visualize is someone hitting her new car. Because how do you visualize someone not hitting your new car? Hey, Fresh and Fire! Peace and love. And so how do you visualize someone not hitting your new car? It's impossible. I mean, you can try to visualize it, but it takes more effort to visualize someone not doing something that you don't want them to do than visualizing the actual act of it happening. For instance, I always gave this example. You say, oh, I don't want to fall down these stairs, but how do you visualize yourself not falling down the stairs? You can only visualize yourself actually tumbling down those stairs. So a lot of times when we're putting these things out here, understand that there's no negatives in the universe. There's no negatives in the universe. The universe does not operate on negative. So when you say I don't want, you really say I want. Because don't is a negative, So I don't want this to happen. I don't want you to be sad. Instead of using these words, we have to be more cautious with the way we speak and the words that come out of our mouths, the perspectives that we have, because even our perspectives put stuff and put it onto, now you don't want to say you don't want a sandwich. Stop it. Okay, I got you, Zoe. You are so silly. Even our perspectives begin to put things on people. You get what I'm saying? We start putting stuff on people that way. So am I supposed to say I want to fall down the stairs? No. You start saying things like, I'm going to walk down these stairs safely. You can imagine walking down the stairs safely. I can. I'm going to walk down these stairs safely. Boom. There you go. Or however, anything that's a positive. Speak it as if it was. When you speak it as if it was and you say, I don't want to, you start that with I don't want to, you immediately create the want and the don't goes away. When you say I'm not going to, the not becomes I'm going to. That's how it works in the universe. The universe just reads what it reads, right? So another thing is, think about this. We always, people pray for money. People pray to be rich. People pray to be wealthy. But have you visualized what that physically looks like? They say things like, oh, I want all this money. You know what? The only way that you're going to see all this money is you need to see it raining down on you. Like visualizing it pouring from the sky, just coming down on you. Or looking at your bank account numbers and seeing it. Because that's what because at this point, that's what it is. So you got to look at those numbers and see it, right, on your bank account. You got to look in there and say, okay, instead of seeing that $1 that's in your bank account, make that, add 6, 7 zeros, 10 zeros, 11 zeros, however many zeros you want to it. And that's what you see. You get what I'm saying? Visualize what it looks like. I don't remember his name, but he's the one who was in the movie. What's the movie, y'all? With the guy where he lived the same day over and over and over again. Y'all know who I'm talking about? It's not Tom Hanks. He lived it all over again. Peace and love, Mia J. Peace and love. In the game. Oh, you still. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers to you. Not Groundhog Day. The one where he a comedian and he's a comedian. Not Click. That one's another one that all of those you living the day over again. So that's not a good description. A better one is that he lived in a bubble where everything from a kid they set it up where hey, good life, peace and love. They set it up where they would do it like his wife was doing the commercials and Truman Show. Look at Mia J. Look. Thank you. Jim Carrey. Okay, so oh, we would have lost the trivia because I am not good, y'all. I would have lost the whole thing. I've been trying to describe it. You know, and you'd be like, no, I don't know. The Truman Show, absolutely. He said before he was Jim Carrey, the one everybody knows today, that he was just some broke person who didn't have nothing. And so he said he took a check. Now this I'm to show you, visualization is the communication to the universe. He took a check and he wrote out a check for a certain number and he folded that check up and it was written out to him. And he folded that check up and he put it in his wallet. He carried this wallet around. And one day he got an offer to come and try out for, because you know he started out on Living Color. And he said for that show, they offered him this particular amount. He said it was the amount written on that check. It was in that same amount that was written on that check. understand that you can create anything you want. So and if that's not, you don't think that that's what happened, I would love for you to drop here in the chat what actually happened when he got this particular thing, when he thought this was going to happen. Hey, Tamara, I don't know if it's Tamara or Tamara. Hey, sis. Um, what actually happened? Can y'all tell me what actually happened in that situation? What was his, how did he get to that outcome? Was he lucky? Was he given this by God? Did he create this himself? Did he visualize it? Did he manifest it? I'm just curious. Drop in there, tell me how you think this happened. I see Mia J. I see you, sis. I see you. You saw me walking this morning, sis? Yes, girl, I'll be getting it in. I'm feeling good too, y'all. I'm feeling great. Stash cash. Cheers. If none of y'all know, I'm on a 7-day juicing fast with the community, with the tribe. So I appreciate y'all, tribe, all of those that's in the tribe that's rocking with the queen on the juicing fast. It ends on the 21st. So on the 21st, we're still juicing, but we're going to be doing a full collective build where we're going to have everyone who wants to participate to come up on the panel, and we're going to talk about the benefits. We're going to have a question there. We're going to have a question generated. So we're going to be rocking this out. Ladies of iTalk. Peace and love. Who is USO? Hope all is well. Hey, USO, hope all is well. Who is USO? Stash cash, yard dash. What's the saying? You need my money? I don't even know what to say. Just give me my money. So that's what Jim Carrey said. Just give me my money. Just give me my money. Yes. So what I was saying was, y'all really didn't answer my question. The only person that did answer that question was Mia J. And yes, I agree with that 100%. Stash cast, they laughing. Just give me my money. Yes. So, that's how I feel about my journey here on YouTube. I feel like my journey here on YouTube is allowing me to tap into things and areas and places and people that I would never ever connect with otherwise. But I also think it's divine. I think it's all divine that we're all connected. I think it's all divine that you're all my tribe. I'm privileged to know that my vibe attracted my tribe, my peoples, the ones that rock with me, the ones that want to come see the queen, the ones that want to hang out with the queen, the ones that want to join in on the cheers juice fast. Queen, I'm going to be late on responding due to me redoing my braids. Okay, sis. Get the braids together, sis. Get the braids together. That's what I'm talking about. Everything is good with me and my wife and my son, Norene. Stash. Oh, he's saying Norene. Give me my money. Look at ladies that I talk. Just give me my money. Yep. So, with that being said, y'all, I was just talking about perspective. perspective. I was talking about oh, USO. Okay, I didn't know that. All right, so I was talking about perspective, how things people say things, read things, interpret things all differently. We proved it right here, where people were putting in. I say something, and they were actually putting in what their interpretation of that particular thing was. But it was also determined that the thing was based on how someone's tone was. But my question was, is how do you read a tone through a text message? Typically, that's impossible, right? Um, you can't read a tone through the text message. You know what I mean? So yeah, no. You all make that up. It's all your own, you know. And then I had, and then it turned into how to perceive what you're receiving through the, universe, right? All those things came up and started being a thing, right? I'm getting drops in on YouTube. Okay, hold on. Hey, for somebody. I don't know who that is. Hey, ma'am, I want to lose my weight ASAP. No gym in our area. Is water fasting good for me? First of all, we're going to start out with this answer. Please consult a physician or a healthcare provider before starting any dietary or anything to do with your body, anything. And then I want you to know that I do not proclaim to be a healthcare provider. And this is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. Now, to answer your question, fasting can be beneficial. It was for me. It provided me with, I'm juice fasting for 7 days right now. And it provides you with more energy, more clarity, and you do lose weight. I fasted and had a regimen of fasting for a year. I didn't fast straight for 365 days, no food, but I did a rolling fast. In that rolling fast, you know what happened? I released close to 60 pounds. So, with that being said, it definitely can be beneficial. And also, you may not have a, excuse me for the noise, because that's just the alarm saying, take yourself back to the plantation. But that's another whole conversation for another day. That means that you also don't need a gym, because I don't have a gym membership. I walk daily. And if you can't walk outside where you live, you can walk inside, maybe march in place. You can do physical. You on YouTube, you can do workouts from the YouTube. They have YouTube workouts. Also, any of those things that I'm suggesting are just things that I have done in the past. Not suggesting that you do it, but these are things that you can look into for yourself after you consult your doctor. So I hope that helped you. And I hope that you join the community, because we do have a whole lot of things over here that we actually do. And mind journey. Wait till okay, I'm not gonna release none of mine. When y'all hear it, y'all gonna be blown away, blown out the water. Um, Juice fasting, I think, works a little differently, but definitely, and also I encourage you to join in, because you can join in wherever you want for the juice fast. There's plenty of content on my channel that talks about the juice fast. I go into it every day. I'm here pretty much on YouTube 2 to 3 times a day live. I do drop content in between sometimes. I have shorts. I have playlists with other content creators who actually are on their health journeys as well. That I share publicly. That's my playlist, but it's for the people who do that. So if that helps you, I hope that you do tap in and join Queen's Alchemy's tribe. Because over here, it's a real vibe. And that's Charming Koala I'm speaking to. I'm speaking to anyone, but I'm speaking to you all. I was responding. And Mind Journey, one more time. Let's go, sis. Mind Journey says, so if anyone wants to do this for weight loss, because everybody has their own purposes, right? Mine is to reset my body. I need to reset, and then the weight loss will come, right? The weight loss will come. The releasing of the pounds will come. The releasing of the inches, the shrinking of the waist, the slimming of the face, the arms, everything. When you fast, even if you're not working out, when you fast, your body tightens up on its own. It does its own. Let me tell you, fasting is the one thing. Fasting is the one thing that you will not, if you do a fast, that you don't have loose skin. When you fast and lose weight, you do not have loose skin. You don't. It'll suck you up. You want to have your own, what is that called when they suck out the fat? What is it called, y'all? When they suck out the fat out your stomach. Yes. Clock it. 4 pounds for Mind Journey, y'all. We on day 4. That means she done lost a pound a day. A pound a day. Lipo. Fasting is the nature's liposuction. Cheers. This juice is really, really good. I think I put a little bit too much ginger in it though. But it's super good though. Let me tell you which one this is. It's called Golden Ginger Shield. I guess it's called ginger, so that's probably why so much ginger in it. Carrots, oranges, ginger, and turmeric. This right here, that was a bar, wasn't it? That was a bar. Let's go with the bar. I don't even know what I said. What did I say? Cheers, y'all. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Oh, Slim behind on the chat. Slim behind on the chat. He's talking about lipo. But that's what fasting does for your body. It definitely will not leave any loose skin. Tell the kitties I said hello. I can't wait for you to release the video either. I'm excited. It's definitely going into the fasting playlist, the juicing fast cleanse playlist. Anybody that releasing content on a regular basis, I'm taking your content, Mind Journey, all of y'all going into my different, I got 2 different playlists. Those that's actually juicing, so you have a playlist that's just the tribe juicing. I don't care if you participating or not. I'm putting you in there, in that playlist. And then I got another playlist that I'm adding you to. This way, when people come to the channel and they're looking for this juicing and they go to a thing with juicing, guess what? Not only will I get watch hours or people watching it, because by the time, you know, if they're searching for that particular thing, you're going to get it too. Because they're going to end up on that playlist. And on that playlist is everybody. And they're going to be like, oh, wow. Because you know it just keeps playing one after the next, and they're all going to be about the same thing. Juice cleansing, your experience. So when Zoe drop his video, it's going to be about his whole experience about this juicing fast. Which that's what people like to see when they come onto YouTube. They want to see how it impacted you. What was your results of doing the things that they're thinking about doing? So I just feel like, you know, that's how we can, you know, help each other too. We can throw each other's stuff out there in a playlist, make it public, and allow people to minded. But I'm really rocking with the like-minded people that's rocking with me. So if you are rocking with me like that, we gonna have a good time because I'm gonna be promoting the heck out of you, right? So that's because you just gonna be able to be promoted because you gonna be on the same wavelength here. You get what I'm saying? So yes. With that being said, y'all know what time it is. A sister like me gotta go. I appreciate y'all. I do. And this was wonderful. Thank you for having lunch with me. Um, cheers. Keep your juicing going. I appreciate everybody showing up. And I didn't know you were Samoan. I didn't know that. But I'm glad that you told me. Thank you for sharing. I'm ready to get out of here though, y'all, because I got to get on that plantation. Getting out. Peace and love, y'all. I'll see y'all on the